Randall Hughes with GodGlorified.com, and we're commenting on today's scripture reading in which we read from Luke chapter 13, 14, and 15. And some incredible passages of scripture where Jesus said there would be few. In response to the question, would there be few saved? He said, strive to enter in at the strait gate. For many, I say, will seek to enter in and shall not. These verses correlate back to Matthew chapter 7, verses 21 and 22, and are some of the saddest verses of scripture, because it says there's a lot of people that think they're saved that are going to be lost. Somehow, God, help us to share your truth and help our hearts to be right enough to get ourselves right. I'm not claiming to be anybody or anything. In fact, there was a song back in the 80s by a guy named John Fisher. It was called Hungry Beggar. He said, I'm not one who's got it all in place telling you what you should do. I'm just one poor hungry beggar telling you where I found food. And that's reflects me. I'm nobody, I'm nothing, but I'm seeking to enter that kingdom, and I'm seeking to be his servant and to be what he wants me to be. Somehow, some way, God, help us to be what you desire. Whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. And God, we're wanting you to do the exalting. It's not about what men says, but it's about what you say. And so some tremendous things here. The servants that went into the byways, he wants his house to be filled, and they went to compel. And then he began to tell of the parables. He mentioned the salt is good, but if it loses its savor, it's good for nothing. Help us to be salty, God. Help us to be salty. And then the rejoicing over the lost that is found, with the lost sheep and the lost coin. And then lastly, with the lost son. The parable of this prodigal. And the father never went looking for the son. When they know where home is, they're not lost in one sense. They're lost in that they're separated, but they're not lost in that they don't know where to find home, and they have to come to themselves. And sometimes it's such a painful thing to watch when you see people crash and burn and wreck their lives with addictions and behaviors that are destructive. But you can't make the decision for them. And so somehow, God, we just want to be rejoicing when they return to welcome them home. God bless you.